Okay, so get this. Generative AI. It's everywhere.
Oh,
It's
exploding.
totally. And it's not just a tech buzzword anymore.
No, not at all.
It's like in your social media, your work apps.
It might even pick out your next workout playlist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this report I was looking at, navigating the AI landscape, it
Yeah.
really got me thinking, because we're not just messing around with AI in the lab anymore. It's like out in the wild.
It's out there.
So how do we make sure that goes well,
That is the question, isn't it? And that's what's really got me interested here. It's like we're moving past this phase of, can we even do this with AI to, okay, how do we actually use this responsibly?
Right, because it's one thing to, imagine it and another thing to actually build it.
Exactly. It's like we've been sketching out blueprints for years, and now suddenly we're building skyscrapers in the real world.
And building a skyscraper is a lot different than doodling it on a napkin.
Very different.
Yeah, and that's where this whole idea of governance comes in.
Right.
The report breaks it down into risk management, compliance, and lifecycle governance.
And it sounds very official and maybe a little intimidating.
Does sound kind of scary, yeah.
But think of lifecycle governance this way. It's like the instruction manual for building AI responsibly.
Okay.
It's not just about the AI at the end. It's about making sure ethics is a part of every single step.
From the beginning.
From gathering the data to actually retiring the model way down the line. Like, those instruction manuals you get when you buy furniture?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, except instead of putting together a bookshelf, you're setting the rules for AI that could impact people's lives.
Right, makes sense.
Yeah.
And the report, they use this example of social media sentiment analysis.
Okay.
So AI reading your post to figure out if you're, over the moon or maybe feeling a little salty.
So it's not just, are you happy or sad? It's like, can AI understand nuance, sarcasm even?
Right, exactly.
Which gets really interesting because how do you measure that? How do we make sure the AI is accurate and fair?
Without any bias creeping in.
Exactly. And that's where the report talks about metrics being so important.
Okay.
It's like we're holding a magnifying glass up to how the AI makes decisions, making sure it's actually ethical.
And then there's the whole legal side of things, which is a whole other can of worms.
Oh, absolutely, because the laws are changing so fast.
Faster than, faster than you can say algorithm.
Right.
The report stresses how important it is to bake these legal safeguards right into the AI's design.
Just from the very beginning.
Yeah. We need to do risk assessments, compliance checks, all of that.
It's about making sure that the AI we're building isn't just clever, it's actually playing by the rules.
It's like being a good citizen, but for AI.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what I found fascinating is how the report talks about these platforms, these tools that will be essential for managing all of this.
Because it's complicated, right?
It's incredibly complex. Imagine trying to manage all of this.
Yeah.
The data, the models, the legal stuff.
With spreadsheets.
It would be impossible. You need sophisticated tools to stay organized and make sure you're following all the rules.
So this isn't just, some abstract in the future kind of thing. This is about now.
It's about the AI that we're interacting with every day.
Right. And whether we can trust it.
And that brings up what I think is a really important question. As AI gets more sophisticated, as it gets more powerful, who gets to decide what ethical even means?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's something we all need to think about.
Yeah, definitely. Lots to consider.